The battlefield is changing. It's not just about trenches and tanks anymore. The wild frontiers of warfare have moved into the sky and cyberspace. Survival is no longer just about being the strongest or the toughest. It's about being the fastest and the smartest. The old rules are being torn up and rewritten in fire and code. Forget what you think you know. War has evolved into a high-speed, high-tech game of chess where a single move can change everything. The predators are no longer just men with rifles. They are machines that travel faster than sound and see everything from miles above. This is the new wild, and the stakes have never been higher. You have to adapt, or you will be left behind. Out here, in this new wilderness, hesitation is fatal. The difference between life and death is measured in microseconds. A combatant on the ground must now look up, not just across the field. The threat can come from anywhere, at any time, with terrifying speed. We're seeing a shift from slow, grinding battles to lightning-fast strikes that leave no time to react. It's a brutal, efficient form of conflict where technology is the ultimate survival tool. The hunter is now a pilot thousands of miles away, or an algorithm processing data in a split second. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of modern conflict, happening right now, reshaping the world as we know it. The instincts that kept our ancestors alive in the wild are still relevant. We still need to be aware of our surroundings, anticipate threats, and act decisively. But now, our senses are extended by radar, thermal imaging, and satellite communications. The modern warrior's toolkit includes not just a knife and a compass, but a tablet and a drone. The challenge is to master this new technology before your adversary does. It's a race, a relentless competition for dominance. Every new invention, every tactical innovation is another step in this evolutionary arms race. The ability to process information quickly and make the right call under extreme pressure is the new core survival skill. This evolution is driven by a simple, primal need to strike first and to survive the counterattack. In the wild, a predator that reveals itself too early goes hungry. In modern warfare, an aircraft that is detected is a target. This has pushed nations to develop weapons that are not just powerful, but impossibly fast and incredibly intelligent. The goal is to get in, deliver the blow, and get out before the enemy even knows what hit them. It's a deadly game of hide and seek played at Mach 5. This is the new face of survival, where the quickest mind and the fastest machine hold the keys to victory. It's raw, it's real, and it's happening above our heads. For years, the ultimate goal in air combat was stealth, to be invisible, to hide from radar like a leopard hiding in the tall grass. Planes like the F-22 Raptor and the B-2 Spirit bomber were designed to be ghosts, slipping through enemy defenses undetected. But hiding is getting harder. Radars are becoming more powerful, more sophisticated. They can now detect even the faintest whispers in the sky. So, a new philosophy is taking hold. If you can't hide, you have to outrun. Speed is becoming the new stealth. It's a bold, aggressive strategy. Don't sneak past the danger. Blast right through it so fast that no one can stop you. Think about it this way. A defender has a very short window to react to an incoming threat. They have to detect it, track it, aim their weapons, and fire. If a missile is traveling at hypersonic speeds, that's more than 5 times the speed of sound, that window shrinks to almost nothing. It becomes a blur on a screen one moment and a devastating impact the next. Weapons like Russia's Kinjal missile are designed around this very principle. By the time you hear the thunder, the lightning has already struck. It's a terrifyingly effective tactic that bypasses traditional defenses, rendering them almost useless. Speed creates its own form of invisibility. This shift is forcing a complete rethink of military hardware. We are entering the age of hypersonic platforms. These are not just missiles but potentially aircraft too. Imagine a reconnaissance jet that can cross a continent in under an hour, gathering intelligence before anyone can scramble a response. The legendary SR-71 Blackbird was an early taste of this, outrunning missiles fired at it during the Cold War. Today's experimental aircraft aim to push that envelope even further. The goal is simple: to operate at altitudes and speeds where the enemy simply cannot touch you. It's the ultimate high ground, a sanctuary built of pure velocity. So, while stealth technology is still vital, it's no longer the only answer. The future belongs to a combination of both stealth and speed. A weapon that is hard to see and too fast to catch is the ultimate predator. It's about giving the enemy an impossible choice. Do they build expensive systems to detect the ghost, or do they build even more expensive systems to try and intercept the blur? This dynamic is what defines the cutting edge of aerospace engineering. It's a relentless pursuit of the impossible, pushing the boundaries of physics to gain the ultimate tactical advantage. In this high-stakes game, being fast is being safe. Now let's talk about a different kind of threat, one that doesn't rely on breaking the sound barrier, it relies on numbers. I'm talking about drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs. Once, they were just tools for surveillance, expensive toys for militaries. Now, they are everywhere, and they have changed the game completely. In conflicts like the one in Ukraine, we are seeing them used in ways no one predicted. Small, cheap, commercial-style drones are being turned into lethal weapons. They are the piranhas of the modern battlefield, attacking in swarms to overwhelm even the most powerful defenses. This is a revolution from the ground up. The power of these drones is their accessibility. You don't need a billion-dollar program to deploy them. A soldier in a trench can launch a small quadcopter with a grenade attached and become an immediate threat to a multi-million-dollar tank. This is asymmetric warfare at its most raw. One side has the armor and the heavy firepower, but the other has 1,000 tiny buzzing eyes in the sky. Vehicles like the Turkish Bayraktar TB2 have shown how effective larger drones can be, hunting down tanks and artillery with precision-guided missiles. But it's the sheer number of smaller, consumer-grade drones that has truly changed the texture of the fight. This creates a new kind of battlefield stress. There is no front line anymore. A threat can emerge from directly above you at any moment. Soldiers have to be constantly vigilant, listening for the faint buzz of propellers. It's a psychological battle as much as a physical one. The feeling of being watched, constantly, by an unseen enemy is a heavy burden to bear. Drones are used for everything: dropping explosives, correcting artillery fire, guiding missiles, and simple reconnaissance. They are cheap, they're expendable, and they are incredibly effective. A single operator, safe from harm miles away, can inflict chaos and destruction with surgical precision. The future of this is the drone swarm. Imagine not one, but hundreds or even thousands of drones all communicating with each other, acting as a single intelligent organism. They could map a city in minutes, locate every enemy, and attack designated targets all at once. This isn't a far-off concept. The technology is being developed right now. A swarm could overwhelm any known air defense system through sheer numbers. It is a terrifying prospect, a tidal wave of technology that is almost impossible to stop. The age of the lone wolf fighter pilot may be giving way to the age of the anonymous swarm keeper. So, what does this all mean? It means the wilderness of war is more complex and dangerous than ever before. The future is a fusion of incredible speed and overwhelming numbers. On one hand, you have hypersonic missiles that cross countries in the time it takes to drink a cup of tea. They are the apex predators, the eagles of this new sky, striking with unstoppable force. Their power lies in their sheer raw velocity, a force of nature that defies interception and instills a sense of helplessness in those below. These weapons are reshaping global strategy, forcing nations to look for new ways to survive in an era of compressed time and space. On the other hand, you have the relentless swarm, the ants of the battlefield. Thousands of cheap, intelligent drones that can cover the landscape like a blanket. They find every weakness, exploit every opening, and wear down the enemy through persistence and sheer volume. Their strength isn't in the power of a single unit, but in the collective intelligence of the whole. This is a different kind of power, a distributed and resilient threat that is difficult to decapitate. The swarm represents the democratization of air power, putting a potent capability into the hands of many, not just a select few. The eagle may be king, but even a king can be brought down by a million bites. The modern soldier has to survive in a world with both of these threats. They must be prepared for the lightning strike from 100 miles away, and the buzzing enemy hovering just a few feet above their head. Survival will depend on technology, adaptability, and an unbreakable will. It will require new defenses, new tactics, and a new way of thinking about the battlefield. The unblinking eye of a satellite, the heat signature of a hypersonic glider, the whir of a tiny propeller. These are the new sounds and signs of danger in the 21st century wilderness. We must learn to read them to survive. This is a fascinating and, frankly, terrifying time. The pace of change is staggering. What seems like science fiction today will be standard military equipment tomorrow. The challenge for all of us is to understand these changes and the impact they will have on our world. The wild is always evolving, and so are its dangers. Thank you for joining me on this look into the future of warfare. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and never stop learning. Your survival might just depend on it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content on the future of warfare and technology. Stay tuned for more updates.